Let's go to, how do I do this? Oh, here we go. David. Invite David. All right.
Join. Oopsie, there I am.
Hello, David.
Hi. I can go on
Are we-
camera, but I don't want to distract. I'm just saying, I've been doing this forever, you know?
Yeah, it's all good. You don't have to go on camera. You can.
No, I don't mind. Hold on a second, though. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm awkward. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'll just say what's on my mind. So I don't know what I want to do with the rest of my life.
Okay.
That's the thing. I've been a social worker. I'm burnout. I've been doing case management, which is basically assisting clients with their needs. And it's clients, and how do I say this? It's maybe a different helping profession. I don't know, but I'm just, what I'm doing now and what I've been doing for the past, I don't know. I'm just so drained, you know?
Where are you located?
Suburbs of Philadelphia.
Interesting. I'm hearing some sort of an accent, but I thought it was like.
New York, sometimes it seems New Yorkish. I don't know why.
Okay.
Jewish.
All right. Sure. So,
Nice to meet you, by the way. I'm sorry.
nice to meet you too.
Sorry.
Welcome to the live. David's new here, everyone. He's just found me and he's found this very interesting. And so we're going to just see if we can give David a little bit of help trying to figure out what is next for him. I don't necessarily want to say career path yet because I feel like career
Yeah,
path.
I don't know what I want to do with the rest of my.
I feel like career. I feel like career is going to be a little bit of a jump.
It's
right
not
now.
necessarily career. Whatever, I don't know. Like literally, it's
So
very
let's just say the tarot. What is David's next step?
perfect.
What's David's next step? And just see what comes up with these cards, and just see what comes
Sounds
up.
good. It's hard to say when I'm typing. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot to phrase that. It's not easy.
Well, I'm also trying to invite people on so that I can do more verbal stuff instead of doing typing all the time because it lags sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do more verbal stuff, but the problem is also that with TikTok going away, possibly, I'm trying to find another app that allows me to do that. A lot of them will allow you to go live, but they will not allow you to invite people on as a guest. So
yeah,
I'm trying to.
I know. I'm seeing the same things that you had in your bio. That people are, the drink, the summer drink with the lemon. I'm seeing a lot.
I think Lemonade's going to go as well, though, because it's owned by ByteDance, and if TikTok goes, I've been hearing that Lemonade's probably going to go as well.
Oh, then there's also that. The stuff that's in your bio is what I'm saying. I'm seeing YT. I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just from the people I follow, And there's Yvonne, and the people are following me. People I know from other things are coming in here. Hi, Yvonne. That's funny.
Okay, so I pulled your cards here. Interesting. What are you feeling? It feels like there's an emotion that's piercing your heart a little bit. You're keeping something very close to your heart right now, and it's not allowing you to move forward. And this might be something you might need to journal on. It might not be something that's going to make sense right when we're doing this right now, but I'm going to show you this right. I had to get my other one.
Something close to my
You have this. I'm using the Dark Mansion tarot deck. I just got it for my birthday, so I'm just.
They're Dark Shadows too. Yeah.
I finished that show. It was fun, but I don't know if I'll ever watch it again. You got the Three of Swords.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying that you're probably keeping something a little close to your heart is because if you're looking at this is a locket.
Okay.
We have a locket going on here, and we also have three swords piercing the locket. But if you look inside, you've got the like a braid of hair, like a memory of something.
The text. Can you move it up? The text from your chat is right there. You go. Thank you. Just for a second. Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yes.
But yeah, so
Super. You can
it
bring it
just
down now. Yeah.
yeah, so it just kind of feels like the Three of Swords is usually something very emotional. People find it's heartbreak. It's probably not time to make a big gigantic move yet, or at this point at this time. You probably what I would suggest you do while you are on this 10-day break, try to take as much time as you can to not think about work.
Okay.
I know it's going to be interesting in order to do that, but every time something from work comes up in your mind, try to like ignore it, say I'm on vacation, that will be taken care of. Let's
You
not
said
focus on
something
it.
interesting though. Don't do a move.
Well, like yeah, any
You
big
know what?
move.
The reason I say that is I'm
Hmm.
temporarily staying with family and
Okay.
I need to move. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's interesting you said that.
I mean, if you need to make the move big for you, sure. Because if you can move and find a place by yourself,
Hmm.
then you might be able to clear your head a little bit more.
Hmm.
But it just means like I would with the don't make a big move. I don't think it necessarily means physically. I think it means more emotionally for
I got you.
this.
No, I understand what you're saying. Okay. Okay.
Um, but yeah, with the Three of Swords, it's usually don't make any big moves emotionally. Kind of allow yourself to feel your feelings. Let your feelings be processed. Allow yourself to know that your feelings are valid. So your burnt outness is valid with whatever it is that you're going through with your job, all
Mm.
that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Just because you don't know what you want to do next doesn't mean you won't find that. But you need to first acknowledge that your feelings are valid.
Okay.
Glittery Ghost, thank you. Hello and happy holidays. I can't say that name. Santisa.
Shantis.
um, so I would just recommend in regard since we're asking what your next step is, I don't think your next step right now is to make anything big and gigantic moves. And it's going to be reflected also in the next card that you got.
Okay.
You have the Queen of Wands in reverse.
Oh.
Now, the Queen of Wands,
Mm.
she is all about she is fire. She loves to have attention on her. I'm scratching something. She's got she loves to have attention on her and
Okay.
she likes to be she's a big flirt. But when she likes to have all the attention on her, but when she gets that attention back from one person, she kind of backs off. She likes the attention from big crowds, not from just one specific person.
Okay.
And because you've got the Queen of Wands in reversed, we've got blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. So because you've got the Three of Swords,
Uh,
and because you have this Queen of Wands in reverse,
mm.
I think that the tarot is telling you that your next step is to really pay attention to your inner emotions. I know that this is something that you probably already know, but you
Uh-huh.
might want to take it a step further. And what I would recommend, I keep looking down because your screen is down there, but I'm trying to
No,
look
it's
up.
fine. No, I hear you. It's fine. Whatever.
Um, I think that probably you need to take that a little bit further instead of just thinking about all your thoughts. What do I do? What do I do? How do I do this? What's my next step? I
Uh,
think your next step in order to figure out what those thoughts are is to journal.
okay. No,
I
I hear
think
you.
do a daily journal,
Okay.
and you can go about this a couple of different ways.
Okay.
One, just brain dump.
Yeah,
Do
I got
like
you. I understand what that means. Yeah, I got you.
yeah,
Yeah.
do a month of brain dumping and just kind of see what comes out. And if multiple things start coming out, that might be some of the things that you want to pay attention to.
Okay.
The other thing that you can also do is if you decide you want to be an artist or you have an
Okay.
interest in being an artist, take Monday or any day and
Yeah.
just write down everything what your life would be like, what you feel like your life would be like, what you envision it, how you think you would feel, the hardships,
Mm.
the happy, all of that, and just put all of that into a journal entry. And then on the next day, let's say there's another thing that you want to be. Let's say you wanted to be a professional chess player.
Okay.
It just kind of came out.
It's
But
fine.
but do the exact same thing, but don't worry about the artist one that you did. What does it mean to be a chess player? Is it good? Is it bad? How would you learn? Is there a class? Do you want to be like famous? Do you not want to be famous? Do you want to just teach? Anything to do with chess. And then again, the next one, if you let's say you want to be a dancer,
No,
um,
give me an example. When I was a kid, I loved doing puppet shows. I
doing
can
what?
change my voices. Puppet shows? Oh, sorry. I love doing. So, can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yeah,
Uh,
when you talk, I my chair squeaked. So, but puppet shows, like if you want to, look into next year. Is that something if that's something you would like to
I
move
don't
forward
know.
with? I would look into voice acting schools in Pennsylvania. I would look into what does it go to a puppet show. Go find you can also there's a bunch of comedians that do puppets. So you could also follow them on Instagram and see
Yeah.
or wherever and you
You know
can
what it is? I think I'm too old.
why?
I'm middle aged. You know,
So
I don't know. I guess I feel like, it's like,
you're not age is arbitrary.
yeah, I got
I
you.
mean, age is arbitrary to a point because if you want to be a dancer, sometimes you need to make sure that you can move your body.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm just saying that's one thing that's popped in my mind is that, I mean, what I'm saying? Like, who knows? I don't know.
I would explore that. I would explore why you think you're too old to accomplish your dreams. Um, I think that even if it's just accomplishing it for yourself,
Yeah.
like this is going to sound kind of stupid, but when I was in college, I took a horseback riding class.
Mhm.
And my number one goal, I didn't care about anything else in the class. My number
Mhm.
one goal was to get to a canter. That was it. And I got
You
to
go
a
to what?
canter
Say it again. Say
to
to
get
what?
to a canter.
Okay.
That's when when the horse is running, it sounds like they're doing three.
Got it. Okay.
That's a canter.
Okay.
I didn't want to because we were in an arena. I couldn't go full speed, and so I didn't want to like get into a really run on the back of a horseback. That because that would have been scary. But I wanted to get to a canter, and I was like, "That's it." I got to a canter, and I was like, "All right, I'm done. That's all I wanted." And so for you, let's say you wanted to be this puppet person, and do your voice. Maybe your number one thing is just to do one show, one stand-up show, one
I hear you. No,
show for
and it
kids.
was not stupid what you said, by the way.
Yeah.
I totally understand what you mean, though. Yeah.
But I wonder if so in the next year, take the next week. We're on this is the 21st.
Yeah.
Take the next week or however 10 days that you're off of work and just kind of focus on what do you want your 2025 to look like? And if not even like with leave work out of it. Forget work. Let's not deal with, we want to be inspired. Let's inspire you.
Okay.
So instead of focusing on work, let's do puppetry, or
Mhm.
where do puppets are made? Can I make my own puppet? Can you do homemade stuff? Following puppeteers on other social media sites to see what they do. Where how did they get started? How old are they? Because also like follow Jeff Dunham. Do you know who Jeff Dunham is?
I'm thinking of the guy with the country accent. Who am I thinking of? I don't know. Maybe that's not him. Okay.
So there's a
No.
guy named Jeff Dunham, and he does a lot of different. Yeah, see, oh my God, Jeff. See, Read by Ben loves it. He does. He has like six or seven puppets. One of them is Peanut, this purple little thing that's just like over animated on coffee all the time. Walter, he's an older man who's very he's like great grandpa, just like really mean
I
and
got you. I understand. Yeah.
so I wonder, and he's not 20. He's been around a time or
Yeah.
two,
Yeah.
but I wonder if that maybe you can follow in his footsteps a little bit and just be him. And
And
again,
no, I'm definitely gonna look him up. I'm gonna write that down as soon as
yeah. So I
But
just
no, that's
wonder.
interesting.
So
I,
when you're, so I would, so going forward with these things here that we have with these cards, I would just very much so recommend paying attention to your inner emotions and what you're like. I'm wondering if this is like this wrapped up thing inside the locket is your
mm,
childhood discovery, is your inner child, your past that was of a freer time. I just kind of wonder if there's a way how you can open that locket and let out your inner child, let out your creativity, let out like don't be so protective of it,
mm,
and so that you
it's
can
interesting. Yeah.
also when you get this Queen of Wands,
Mm.
you're gonna flip over this Queen of Wands, and you can actually be someone who's in front of an audience and say, "Look at everyone, look at me, everyone, look at me."
I hear
If you
you.
want that, if you want that, I
I
don't
don't
want
have
you.
no, but I like your idea of like like write a day in the life of
Yeah.
of
So
different things because who that's the thing. I have so many like This sounds interesting. This sounds interesting. This
Yeah.
sounds, it's a
So,
lot. Yeah.
so again, if that all sounds interesting, do the day by day thing.
Yeah.
Find out which one, see what all the good, all the bad with each individual one, and then by the time you're done, start with like 4 or 5 first, just to see where you're at with those, and then move on to the next ones. But look and see which one feels the most makes you feel the most happy. What's the most inspiring to you?
That
Um,
sounds good.
that kind of a thing. And just as you're writing it down, just pay attention to how you feel.
Mm,
Does it feel stressful? Does it feel happy? Does it feel
mm.
how do you feel about writing all this? Is it scary? Is it scary in a good way? Like all this stuff. And then by the time you get to the end, after 5, 6, 7 journal entries of whatever thing you
Mm.
want to explore, see which one feels the most and go for that.
Works well. I like that. Thank
That's
you.
how
That was very
that's how I
helpful.
that's what I
That was
think your
very
next step is.
cool.
That's what I
That,
think your next step is.
thank you. That was really helpful.
You're
It was
welcome.
different, and it's a very creative way that you came about. Yeah, I just thought this was really cool.
What I
Thank you very
also I'm going to
much.
say one more thing
Uh huh.
because you got so you got air and fire, and your air is upright and your fire is reversed. So something very similar to what happened with Genevieve. She was water and fire, and her fire was also reversed. So
Okay.
I kind of feel like if you think about it, fire is this. It can go wild. It can burn and
Yeah.
just kind of go wherever. But
Mm,
because your fire is reversed and you're keeping it on the inside, it's blocked, it's delayed, it's healing, it's
yeah.
internal, it's on the inside. You have a bunch of air, but there's nowhere for your fire to burn. So it makes me think that probably what you want to do is focus on your as much creativity as possible because your job is burning you out. You have no fire because your job is burning you out. So if there's a way how you can get more into a creative mindset to flip over that Queen of Wands to make sure that you are being a creative person,
Uh,
that air will feed that fire, and that fire and that air combined will probably help you be a lot more creative going forward.
that's great. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. I'll
Yeah.
go into the thing. Ben had a lot of good comments. Thank you, Ben. I don't know if you saw what Ben wrote. Ben was very helpful as
I have
well.
to go back to some of this. Let's see. Hello, happy
How do I
holidays.
exit? How do I close this?
I think I can. Let's see. Let me see. I can.
Okay, knock me out and then I'll
Uh,
come back. Okay.
thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. I hope that was helpful.
It was very helpful. Very, very
Awesome.
helpful. I'm going to come back. If the exit knock me out and then I'll come back in the chat.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. So let's see. We've got Ben sent me a heart. Thank you very much. Number 4 on the team. Still don't